also just wanted to chat with you guys about a few things. First off, my beautiful friend invited me to a Zumba class the other day, and I was so nervous. I hadn't danced in so long. I was worried it was gonna be really hard. A lot of people there are like repeat attendees. Everybody's gonna know more than I do. And then we get there and my friend is like, this is one of the hardest teachers. Good luck. Okay, great. For one, they turned the lights out. I didn't know that that was a thing, or that's every class or what, but that was so helpful to just let your inhibitions go. I just felt like I was at the club dancing. I was really worried about my heart rate, like I was just gonna pass out in class, and I didn't. And so again, that feeling of accomplishment was so strong. And I feel like as a 29-year-old, that's just what I'm chasing, is like feeling really good in my bones. And I decide what shade I want to do. Okay, I think I'm gonna go maybe with this one here. I'm always chasing after this shade, Sidecar. I still use this palette every now and then. I love it, but this is like the perfect shade for me. The other thing I wanted to share is Travis and I went out on a little date the other day. It was my idea, which is always nice. So we went out on a date to our local little pub that's right down the road from us, and we watched the Thunder game. And it was versus the Spurs, who are a Texas team. I used to live in Oklahoma for a lot of my life. Probably split the same amount of time between Texas and Oklahoma in my life. Now I'm presently in Texas. It's just so fun to get to feel, in a way, I feel like I get to go home again whenever I'm like rooting for the Thunder. The Spurs ended up winning, which was fine because I'm from Texas. It really was like a win-win situation. But we had so much fun that night, and there was like music playing outside. We got to go outside and listen to music afterwards, and we go out there and there's this guy with I think it's like a persona, like a performance persona, but it was like a guy with a top hat and like a foxtail coming out of the bag, and we just sat there and like, not in a judgmental way, but you know, whenever you come up with backstories for everybody there, it just felt like one of those life is a movie moments. But I'm feeling in a really good spot. I feel like I had some winter blues that then turned into some spring saddies, I don't know, but now summer is here and I'm feeling really good. Felt a lot of grief for lives not lived, and I still feel that for sure, but it's not as loud as it was. I've come to terms with some of it after going through that grief of what my life has been and what it has not been, and the disappointment therein. So now that I'm somewhat on the other side of it, I'm not one to just like lay down and like take something. Now I'm like, what are you gonna do about it? And what I'm gonna do about it is to continue to work hard, to enjoy the life that I do have.